The Daily Purge. How are you doing today? What is going on? I hope you're doing all right. Today we're going to talk real simple about integration versus balance and why balance is well overrated. When we talk about, everyone hears it work-life balance, right? Work-life balance. How many of you actually think work-life balance is possible? Me personally, I don't think it's possible. I think it's a farce. Trying to balance 50% of life and 50% of business and work is really, really difficult. If it's even possible, I don't even know. I say it's not because of the simple fact that you can't split yourself in two. You're one person, so how can you balance one thing? To balance means that you have to have two things that'll sort of balance each other out. But if you're grinding 24/7, how are you going to balance that with your life? And sometimes there's projects that need more of your time. So how are you going to take that time and still keep it 50% of work and life balance? So the question that we always ask is it more important to have integration? And what does integration mean? Well, when people talk about balance, a lot of times I do this for my work and I do this for home, and I want to keep those separate. Well, you're one person. And if there's anything the military taught me, as you're a soldier 24/7, right? Or you're a military man 24/7, or you're a military woman 24/7. So when you look, hey, morning, Tammy, how you doing? So when you're looking at integration, you're looking at the talents that you have that make you great, right? So integrating the talents you have that make you great in business, and integrating them into your personal life and vice versa is where that integration comes from. So if I'm an avid creator as a business guy, but maybe not as a personal person, a person in my private life, because I'm more passive because my wife does, whatever she does, as an example, why wouldn't I bring that power that I have in business home as well? And the power that I have at home, as far as allowing her to do more and me at work having to be the leader, I would integrate both of those into each other. So it makes me more of a humble leader at work and more of a powerful father at home, or a powerful husband at home. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about integration. Right now, you're going to have times in your life where you're going to be busy because you're starting a new project. Like we're doing this investment fund right now. It's taking a lot of work, a lot of time away. So how do I integrate the time that I'm using there and the power that I'm using there into my personal life so that it doesn't fall short, so that my family is still happy and that people are still getting the attention they deserve? How do I do that? Well, I have to ensure that the power that I have at work is the same power I have at home. It may not be the same amount of power. Let's say I have power for 2 hours at work and only an hour at home, but the power is the same. The level, the frequency, the vibrations are the same as what I have at work. Nothing's worse than busting your butt all day and then coming home being dead tired. You have no time for your family. That's integration, right? That's what I'm talking about when I talk about work-life integration. Integrating the powers you have, integrating the impact that you have, using the same frequencies and vibrations that you have at work as you do at play, as you do at home. And, a lot of times people are two different people, right? They're the work person and then they're the at home person. Well, in order to find true balance, true integration, you have to be the same person. Otherwise it won't integrate. It just won't happen, right? And that's why in the book, Unleash Your Humble Alpha, we talk about finding your identity, right? Once you find your identity, you don't have to use your work title to define who you are. And when you're off, you don't have to use your father, son, husband, brother title to sort of represent who you are either. It's all one. You're all one. You can walk by, baby. She's nervous to go back. She doesn't like walking through the camera. So you see what I'm saying? Integration, it's not about balance. Balance is almost impossible. Balance means you're cutting something in two. You're trying to keep two sides separate, and you just can't do that sometimes. How are you going to have work-life balance when you're actually on vacation? You're going to do 50-50? No, that's impossible, right? Hey, Brother Trooper, hope you're doing so well and spreading the, hey, amen, brother. Thank you so much. So you can't let go of your work because you're on vacation and call that balance. It's not balance. It's as simple as that. It's a fact, right? But the integration can be there. So you integrate the powers that you have, the talents that you have, the skills that you have, the frequency that you have. Yes, I am enough. Elba, indeed. Right? You integrate all of this into your life so that you're the same person everywhere you go, with the same power, with the same impact everywhere you go, in no matter what aspects of life. So that's the integration piece. I mean, we could go on and on and on. I mean, there's all kinds of things we can look at. I mean, there's going to be trade-offs, right? I mean, there's non-negotiables that we got to have as well. Like nourishing food, or healthy food, or fitness, or taking one day off a week, or working one whole day instead of taking a day off, or sometimes we just have to make those kind of different sort of sacrifices, right? And then you have money versus passion. Is it more, are you more passionate about your work, or are you doing it for the money? How does that help you integrate when you realize that? And that's where we talk about, again, identity, purpose, right? What's your purpose and your passion, right? Where does that play a role? Right. So, and of course, you got things like mindfulness, gratitude, things for yourself, the morning routine, time with friends, sleep, all that kind of stuff. You have to integrate that into your life too, or you're just going to be burned out on both ends, private, personal, and professionally, business wise. So these are all kind of things you do to look at when you're integrating. Is basically it's as simple as that. We're created for amazing things, and that amazingness in us, we should learn to incorporate that into our lives without forgetting the people in our lives. Because it's too easy to go, oh, I'm doing really good at work. Let me focus on this. Let me make this better. I'll get to this later. And then suddenly later never comes, right? Later never comes. It's about living out our purpose through our gifts, through our talents, and everyone has them. So that's what integration is all about. Hope that helped you guys out today. And you're having a fantastic one. It's the sun's going down here. It's 18:19, ready to hit the road. Got one last call with Tim Story's team, and we'll take it from there. Until then, I wish you a wonderful, bountiful, plentiful, abundant evening, the rest of your day. And remember that one thing that we always say, it's all about quality of life. See you tomorrow.